Now he's going after the special counsel. He should just go to work for the Trump administration and the Justice Department and be done with it. Tom Fitton joins us now. He's the president of Judicial Watch. This little fella is the most absurd figure, I think, in this entire sordid scandal that is a witch hunt. Your thoughts?
Well, I just consider this a continuation of the abuse that his party engaged in targeting President Trump during the Obama campaign, during the Obama administration, through the campaign into the presidency. And, you know, I'd like to see Mr. Mueller go under oath in theory, but questioned about his handling and administration of this Get Trump effort, Lisa Page and Peter Strzok being allowed to run the investigation. And then when it came out, they were anti-Trump partisans, hiding that from Congress for 4 months.
And you've got Schiff talking, and you've got Schiff talking like Mueller is now his #1 target. He's going to subpoena him. He's going to subpoena the report. Does he have the power to do any of that?
I think it's a lot of noise, and he's trying to highlight the fact or pretend there's something to be subpoenaed in terms of a substantive attack on President Trump or concerns about President Trump. We know there's no collusion, and as far as I'm concerned, Lou, the Attorney General should be directing Mr. Mueller. I don't want you writing a dossier on President Trump. Okay, we don't have reports here at the Justice Department attacking the president on behalf of partisans,
if it's a political document,
on the outside.
If this is a political document, then Mueller's name will live in infamy. It may anyway.
Well, there shouldn't be a document created, is my point. There ought to be an intervention to prevent this abuse.
He's required.
Well, the regulations, to the degree the regulations require an abuse of the president and a constitutional attack, then the regulations should fall aside.
It requires a report.
Well, then they should be challenged.
Well, you know, within this, I guess on the left and the right of it, you have people making some sort of extraordinary presumptions. One is Schiff says that all that's left him and his like on the left is a presumption, a pretense that there is something that has to be made public in that report. Forget what's actually in the report.
Right.
From the right, there is to me, I would hope that there would be a favorable view of making it transparent to the American people to show. I'm all about transparency, Tom. In Judicial Watch, your DNA is about transparency.
Look, we were the ones actually trying to sue Mueller for basic information about his operations. You know, transparency that's politicized and half-baked and arbitrary and
then let the American people see that half-baked,
that's problematic.
You know, catalog of political nonsense for themselves. The American people are worthy of trust, whether it be from either party, whether it be. This is a requirement, in my opinion, for this nation to get its head straight once again. Well, and that is to be treated like adults. I mean, the American people aren't acting like adults in every case, but there it is. Well, let's start with at least our government treating us like we're adults and insist upon transparency. It should be the hallmark of this administration, by the way.
If there's going to be a report, there's going to be a report. And you're right, there should be transparency generally. The president should, for instance, release more of the FISA materials that abuses. But my concern is, Lou, is that the special counsel is working on the Dossier 2.0. We already have one unconfirmed, uncorroborated anti-Trump dossier. Yeah. The Justice Department shouldn't be in the business of writing another dossier, and that's my concern.
Well, if they write another dossier, then I think what they should be in the business of is going after people who break the law and abuse power, and not a single person in that FBI or the Department of Justice, the upper ranks of which in both cases are rancid with political corruption. And if this Attorney General fails to investigate and absolutely prosecute these scurrilous excuses for public servants, then I don't know what in the world would be required. I would say that both the Justice Department and FBI are lost to the country. What do you think?
Well, I agree, and you know, frankly, that's what we do because we don't trust the leadership to do the right thing and even if they do, it will be constrained and limited. So that's why you have to have folks like Judicial Watch and Congress, where appropriate, asking tough questions. What's outrageous? You know, Rosenstein hasn't been questioned about his coup attempt. Mueller hasn't been questioned about FISA abuses.
It goes on and on. It goes on. But anyway, transparency. Transparency are us, Tom. Right?
I don't disagree.
And the Trump administration. Tom, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.